Good morning, friends. Anne here, got my cup of coffee, got the Word of God, and today's reading is from John chapter 1, verses 43 through 51. Friends, we're talking about what it means to be a disciple this week, and we're talking about the 12 disciples and the calling that Jesus had for them. And today we're going to talk about two guys, Philip and Nathaniel. Let's read about it. The next day, Jesus decided to go to Galilee. He found Philip and said to him, "Come, follow me." Philip was from Bethsaida, Andrew and Peter's hometown. Philip went to look for Nathanael and told him, "We have found the very person Moses and the prophets wrote about. His name is Jesus, son of Joseph from Nazareth." "Nazareth!" exclaimed Nathanael. "Can anything good come from Nazareth?" "Come and see for yourself," Philip replied. So they went to Jesus, and as they approached, Jesus called out to Nathanael and said, "Look, here's a man without whom there is any deceit." And Nathanael was overcome, and Jesus said, "I saw you while you were standing under the fig tree." Nathanael understood that what Philip said was true because he had a personal encounter with Jesus. Friends, I want us to know that the first thing that we hear in this passage is that Jesus told Philip, "Come and follow me." And then immediately Philip went to Nathanael, his good buddy, his best friend, and he said to Nathanael, "Look, the one we have been waiting for is here." And Nathanael was like, "Can anything good come of Nazareth?" And you may say, well, what an insult. But actually, Nazareth was known in the day as the city of garbage because the people of Nazareth, it was a town that a lot of people walked through in order to get from one place to the next. And so the people didn't want the other visitors walking through their town just to use it as a pathway. So they would put their garbage out and things like that to prevent people from traveling through there. And so Nathanael is like, can anything good come from this city of garbage? And Philip didn't try to justify. He didn't try to defend Jesus. He didn't go back and recite all of the scriptures. He didn't even say a word. He just said this: "Come and see for yourself. Come and see for yourself." Now, this "come and see" in the Hebrew is not like a come and look, but it's a come and experience. Come and experience this for yourself. Friends, just like Philip, we are to be disciples who make disciples. And we are to go and invite other people to come to Jesus. But sometimes what we do is when they say, "Well, prove it to me. How do you know Jesus is real? How do you know God cares about me? How do you know? How can you prove? How can I know it's true?" A lot of times what we do is we try to be scholars. We try to be experts. We go to the Bible and we find all of these verses, and then we have all these discussions and have all these debates. Friends, just bring them to Jesus. Just say to these people who are in the middle of their doubts and their fears and their worries and all of that, just say, "Come and see for yourself." And then bring them into Jesus's presence. Bring them to worship with you. Bring them in prayer. Bring them in a Bible study where you're not trying to prove things to them, but you're just trying to dive in and show them the love of God. Friends, invite others to Jesus and then let Jesus do the rest. Friends, your invitation to other people today needs to be come and see. Have a good day.